Blessings, blessings, blessings. Blessings, everybody out there in the universe. My name is Sean Myrie, and I'm your host of the Down2earthpodcast. Well, today we got some news. It's the news on the live IG. Welcome to join. We're going to talk about this movie, Woman King, and some other things. Woman King, recently released, right? I'm guessing it's part of the Marvel franchise, Black Panther, the continuation, bless up, and it's called Woman King. That's one subject we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about SOCAN, ASCAP, BMI. If you're an artist, do you need to be registered in one of those type of productions, right? So, I shouldn't say productions, one of those music organizations, right? Because I'm hearing that it's not good from someone who claims they're in the music business that you should not be signed up to no music society. They're thieves, right? I'm guessing they're just here for nothing, right? So, let me first start with this Woman King. Now, it's talking about a historical event way back in the days about what? Let's see now. Woman King was it just came out just a while ago, starring Viola Davis, big star, right? Takes place during the 17th and then the 19th century. It's about a woman warrior who takes over basically and fights the foreigners, right? Don't want to go too deep into it because a lot of people, I guess history is like something too much for people. But why does it have to be called Woman King? Couldn't it be called just the Queen or something else regarding? I just noticed, like when it has to deal with my people, let me just put it straight up. A lot of things always go out of whack. And you know what I mean? People are complaining about the Little Mermaid being black. And like when they make Disney characters black. But when it's the other way around, no complaints. People could play us, Michael Jackson. They could play, the list goes on, right? So I'm just saying, the name Woman King, like why does it have to be king? Because king, a king is basically a male. Or they're just trying to say she has the power of a king. Okay, I'm just saying. Everybody could have their opinions on the subject. I notice not too much attention to this movie, and it's supposed to be a Marvel movie, I'm guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Most Marvel movies are promoted a lot, and people are very excited, and they line up the day before and everything. So this just shows me an example of probably racism, what still exists, what's out there, because I never seen any Marvel movie not get attention. And this is a Marvel movie, right? It's supposed to be based off the Black Panther, franchise, if it's going to still exist. But I'm going to go back and talk about basically this music business. Music business. It's called music business for a reason, right? Because it is a business. A lot of artists and people who claim that they're in the industry, they don't really talk about this part of the business. Now, what I know, for example, because someone came on my profile and commented, so I'm going to respond. Now, SOCAN is supposed to be for the artists. It's a music society. It's supposed to protect the artists. So you get royalties from all types of outlets, meaning places what's playing your music, radio, commercial stores, getting your music on the radio, movies, and the list goes on, keeps going on. So even for producers to get their, royalties. So my question is to the individual out there, or individuals who are, if they're against this, how are artists supposed to get the royalties from their music? Because streams don't pay out as fast as radio and other things. I would like to know where's the, if you're not part of SOCAN and BMI and ASCAP as an artist, who protects you? What organization is protecting you? Is it yourself? Are you saying to do it all yourself? I want to know. Someone, bless up, rolled by GC. Just talking about a little news, you know? Talking a bit about the music industry. And some people, they claim they know a lot of a lot of music business, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're an artist, I guarantee if you see all these industry artists, their music, they're either with ASCAP, BMI, if they're from Canada, SOCAN, if they're from Europe, whatever music society out there, they're probably registered. Look up all the details. They are registered. So my question is are all these artists getting robbed? Are they all getting robbed? They must be. Because this is what this individual is claiming, that knows all of this business. So all these artists who are signed up to all these music societies, they're getting robbed. They're not getting no money when their music is getting played on the radio. They're not getting no money when their music is in the movies or anything. They got to fight for the money. This is something like, it's like kind of foolery, because I guarantee you look up the details, for example, in Drake's catalog, the details, right? The writing and all the, music business, it probably says he's registered with SOCAN or ASCAP. So for someone to come try to tell me this, and the biggest artist in the world is signed to SOCAN, that don't make no sense. So he's getting robbed too. Right? Just saying. Just doesn't add up. Just doesn't add up. A lot of people, like I'm saying, are scared to talk about the music business. Everybody's out there talking about, it's just clout. They're talking about the recent release. They're talking about all these other things, but not how to get the money. They talk about maybe just streams. That's one side. I notice a lot of people could talk about how many streams they got and where their music, that you could get it, but rarely, you check it out, they could tell you about what radio station is playing their music. I mention it again, a lot of these artists can't tell you what radio station their music is playing on. Not all of them, but a lot of, especially the ones who talk a lot. And if you are a producer and you or anybody in the industry, and you have this argument, right? Show me the proof. Show me a resume, who you worked with, and then maybe I can believe you. But if you can't present anything like any proof, you could just call names, that's foolery. Big with the labels. Himself to more than labels, about multiple outlets. Yeah, about multiple outlets. Bless up, Jokes Diamonds. I'm just talking about the music industry. Now, let me ask you, because you're from America, when you're a serious artist, will you not sign up to a music society? Or aren't most people in the industry signed to ASCAP, BMI, or registered, I would say, up here SOCAN, right? This morning I got this individual, because I put up something about streams a while ago, right? And he was saying, and I must have mentioned something about SOCAN. Make sure you sign up to a music society. And he's claiming it's a robbery, right? So, you're saying yes. Anybody brave want to tap in so people could hear it straight from the mouth? Because this individual came on my profile a couple months ago as soon as I said SOCAN and didn't like it. Maybe he had issues with them, but Every Tom, Dick, and Harry artist who's serious, who has their music, you see, it's not a robbery, but he's saying it's a robbery. Okay, yo, you want to tap in for a little bit, brother? People want to hear this because this guy's claiming all types of names he had to fight for to get their money. I don't believe that because I don't see a resume on his page. Let me see. Let me send this out if you're ready. Let me see. Just send out that invite because I know you're in a big where there's thousands of artists, and you tell me none of these people are on SoCan? I mean, on ASCAP? See, you're right. He's saying that. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, bless up. Yeah, he's saying that because he's not making no money. You're right. People who are not benefiting off of it, right? They'll say anything, but it's not just to make money. It's your protection, right? It's your protection. It's not just to make money. It's your protection. When you go to perform, right? Who's gonna make, okay, you might get the money from the promoter, but you can make money from performance royalties, rights. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't know to get his music out there. And he's a producer. This guy's supposed to be a producer. See, there's a lot of people posing like they know all of these things, like they're in the industry, and they're really not doing anything. They might have tried, but because things haven't gone their way, they're salty about it. Because if, for example, this brother straight from the America is telling you, you need to be part of a music society, right? I think I'm gonna go with what Jokes is saying. See, let me just read this. I've been seeing checks from performances I did just for being posted on YouTube or on the radio. Let me say that again. This is an artist from America, right? Read it one more time so people, when they see this live over again. I've been seeing checks from performances I did just for being posted on YouTube or on the radio. Okay. Is he telling a lie? Is this brother telling a lie? I guarantee there's hundreds what would tell me the same thing. And the funny thing, when this individual came with their comments, they had no proof. Like they could just talk, but there's no one backing. Some people, they just want clout. They want to come on to be, they want to comment to be, so they could be known or something like that. But this is the second time this individual came on with the comments. Everybody has their opinion, but don't try to tell me, right, what I'm saying is fully wrong, right? You might have certain info, but the info I have goes against mostly everything what this individual is saying. So, and okay, let me see what else he's saying. Even if you get paid, you can sign up. Song, yeah, you're right. And even when you don't get paid, you could sign up to Song Trader just to search to see if the person you did a feature for paid you. I know about that. I know exactly what you're talking about. And the reason to be in these music societies too is to be recognized by award organizations, such as, for example, what a lot of people know, the Grammys, or what they have up here, the Junos, or any award show. If you're not signed up to SoCan, a lot of things they don't recognize, and maybe you can't even get funded, because they do fund in Canada things for music, for artists. There is funds for that. But if you're not part of SoCan, it's like they don't even respect you. Like, what are you doing? You get what I mean? Like, what are you doing? You're performing, you're not going to get anything from it. You have things online, you're not going to get anything from it. Everybody is hypnotized by the streaming lifestyle. Like, streaming was here forever. Streaming just came around a couple of years ago. Most of the existence of the music industry, there were never, no artist depended on streams. and I was Grammy considered. So I know, see? So you know what I'm talking about. So this is to show you there's some people out there who, because they have bad experiences and they didn't get through with what they want, they will say anything. And you're telling me, like I'm saying, I'm going to say again, because the music industry in America is where many people want that spotlight. This brother just told me he was considered, right, in a Grammy, for the Grammys, in a Grammy nomination. There's different categories, all types of categories, producers, writers, all types. So I know, for example, I ain't speaking shit. I do my research. I don't just talk about things. I do my research. So, yo, brother, the brother out there who thinks I'm wrong, I would like for you to post exactly your opinions online, since you are so strongly against these music societies, and see the reaction. And if the reaction is in favor of you, then maybe in Canada I'm saying something wrong. Maybe there's something different out there what protects artists, what I don't know about. Maybe there's something out there what pays artists I don't know about. But so far, like I'm saying, if you have a Drake album, I'm going to put Drake as the example, one of the biggest. Look into his credits. It probably says SoCan. So, and he's probably part of ASCAP and all of them. So I don't know what this individual's talking about. Just wants attention, man. It's the news, the Down to Earth news. You could subscribe to our channels, link in the bio. You know, we got a lot of content on there. It's just woke up in the morning. This guy seen a post what got a lot of reaction. He crying. You seen it? Yeah. A lot of reaction, and he probably can't stand it that what I put out, people are reacting to, and it's true. And it wasn't even talking about music societies. It was talking about streaming, how much streaming the different outlets pay people. I must have put at the top that make sure you're part of a music society. I don't even think I put SoCan, but I said make sure you're part of a music society because you're going to get your royalties from that. Right? So this guy, I think I checked out his page. He has nothing on it. He doesn't really have anything on it. Now, if you're a person who's a producer and you claim you know Mishi Me and Maestro and all these other artists, wouldn't you have that as your resume, detailing on your profile what you do? You just have pictures on it. Streaming is just like how many CDs you used to sell, little or nothing back. Yep. Streaming is one of the biggest lies out there. I'll tell you a little story. It must have been 2008, right? I remember reading something about Apple. This is before Apple and Spotify, all of them became popular. And I read an article how Apple plans to buy out music catalogs, right? And years later, or a year or two later, every what's called, there's distribution for people. Everybody could get on Apple Music and all these other sites where they could not get on before. These distribution services existed, right? They could not get on those platforms before. So when everybody could get on those platforms, it became cheap. The music industry became very cheap because no one was making money from physical copies, right? And if anybody knew from the beginning days before people got educated about how much money they make back from these streaming sites, you'll probably make up your own, you'll probably create your own site for people to purchase your music. The same way they have created a site for us all to distribute and then put on to all these digital platforms, right? So this individual don't know what he's talking about, man. It's something, probably he had a bad situation with someone in the music business when he was trying to do something and it didn't go through. It did not go through. Right? That's how it is. That's the biz. Bless up, Rastafari Samurai. Like I said earlier, you could subscribe to our channels, the link in the bio for many things. You could check out the podcast. I talk about this all the time. I got a couple episodes talking about like the music industry, talking about music societies and all types of things. But like I'm going to say this. Our podcast is not just about one thing. Some people keep themselves in a box. We talk about everything. Music, because we love it. Social issues and things what actually mean something that could help people, not just clout, right? Like what Jukes Diamond just say, create your website and stream your music on your site, no middleman. It's true. And you know what it is? It's intimidate. It's a lot of people are lazy. A lot of people don't know where to go to get to do that, what you're saying, but it's true. If you are on a certain level, you should create your own site to sell your music. If you know that, for example, now, you already test the waters. To me, these streaming sites are a test. It's kind of a test, right? If you know you could get 100,000 streams or whatever, 500,000 streams, okay, you done it once, maybe done it twice, you made a mistake, and now you know you educated yourself about the music industry. Now you have your own site. You create a site, and those numbers should, if it's true numbers, gravitate to your site, right? For example, Bandcamp, right? Nothing's perfect, but Bandcamp gives you your money straight back. So if you want a streaming site, what you could actually see your money faster, I would suggest all these artists who have these hundreds of thousands of streams, if it's true, set up, get somebody, a professional, set up your Bandcamp, and when people purchase or they download your music, you're gonna get the money. It's not gonna take months. It's not gonna take years like these other streaming sites. If you're so big that you could get hundreds of thousands of streams and people know who you are, you should have your own site, and that's how you're gonna really make money, right? That's how you make money. Like movies, for example, people stream movies, right? Bless up Six Cannabis. People stream movies, the same thing. Like when there's a soundtrack, what, do you think they don't register in a music society? When there's a soundtrack for a movie, do they not register in a music society? Like, man, I want somebody with their opinion about the music industry. Bless up Millie Grills Beats, because I'm hearing this guy talking, bashing SoCan, bashing Music Society, comes on at my profile comments and claims he helped all these people, but I don't see any resume. And what I know is that music societies are here to protect you, your rights, so you can make money, not just music playing on platforms, so you can make money when you're performing live on stage. So anybody want to tap in, they could tap in. It's the news. Send this out. Well, you seen it, yeah. Yeah, you seen it. You seen it posted. Yeah, this guy claims that he's real. Claims he's real. If you want to tap in, let me send an invite. Let me send an invite. Let me send an invite to you, brother. I like to talk straight to the people. Don't have. Let's see what's going on. Because some people just talk. I like to talk facts. You know, facts. People who know things, people who actually produce, and they have to, have their music out there. I never seen this guy with anything. Never seen him with anything. If it was an individual who had something and could show a resume, I might believe this individual a little bit. But so far, the evidence shows that he doesn't know anything. Below, I followed through and had a video call, and it was pre-recorded. Yo, that's good. Fat Joe hit you up. He's an upcoming artist, a lot of potential. Yo, anybody want to tap in, you can promote yourself. I'll send the invitation right out. You tell me everything. 6-star cannabis. Promote anything you want. It's the Down to Earth News. A lot of people are scared to tap in. There's my brother. I send the invite. I'm talking about SoCan, music rights, royalties, and this individual comes on and says that I'm wrong, basically, and stop promoting it one time, he said, and all types of stuff. Like, how are you supposed to make money as an artist? Streams? Because all I know that these music societies is where you get your radio royalties, is where you get your performance royalties, is where you get all types of royalties. How am I wrong? And this guy's claiming big names that he helped Mishi Me in at court to get her to get her rights for her music. She never made no money off the radio. Like, that's crazy. Mishi Me, I said, been on for 30 years. Been around for 30 years, probably the same age as this individual. And she never made no money off a radio? I just accept it. See what's going on here. Bless up IG. Subscribe. Trying to make the brother come through. Accept. Just press accept. Clown the capo. Like, be it American or Canada, don't you need a music society? Yep. We have one. I'm trying to accept you, brother. Let me send this out. Let me try to send this out for us. It won't go through. Let's go ahead. I'm trying to accept you to tap in. Unable to join. Let me send this out again. Invite. Just invited you, brother, to tap in. Yeah, we have a physical set for the podcast. Yep. You're banned? What? You think you're banned? Why is that? IG. That's why I do things on YouTube mostly now. YouTube channel. Bless up for us. See? I see the invite. I just invited you, but it's crazy. Yeah, at work, bless up. That's all right, man. But yeah, no, Frost, this man is trying to tell me he helped Mishi Me. She never made no money until he came in the picture. She's been around over 30-something years, and she never made no money since she came out? Come on, man. Should stop calling those people's names, and they're not, I never seen not even a comment on your page or anything like that. Come on. Frost, you think you're banned. Let me see. Let me see if I could invite you again. I just invited you. It's crazy. You must have done something wrong. See, IG, this police system of the internet, that's another thing I'll tell people. These last 3 years, oh, there you are. Okay, there you are. These last couple of years, they've been messing with people on the internet, taking off all types of things, censoring all types of things, but they could put up some negative shit when it comes to, like, the net. Bless up. See, you came through.
Yo, Frosty Raw is banned, nigga. Talking all that shit, trying to sell weed online and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
They hate me, nigga. I went from fucking Black Power shit to fuck the Queen and then now selling weed on the shit. No, shit, nigga. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, nigga.
Man. Yeah, man. But yo, I'm going to tell you this, what happened. This morning I wake up, right?
Yeah.
I had a post about streams.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I put SoCan in it, but this guy commented on my page before, months ago. And then he came up and he's claiming that basically SoCan and all them don't give you no money if you sign up to them. Basically he's trying to say don't sign up to these music societies. Frost, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't artists who pays these artists if they're performing, if they're on the radio? Don't even Tom, Dick, and Harry down to Drake is signed to one? Tell them.
Yep. But it's like this. It's like a man telling you, don't go to the bank, don't put your money in the bank because it's gonna get robbed. Well, how about this? My money is insured in the bank. So the bank can get robbed how many times? The bank still owes me my money, what I put in there.
Yes, you're right.
And the only reason that SoCan wouldn't pay Missy Me is because she didn't do her paperwork right. And it's understandable. Missy Me was out since she was like 16, 17, in the time when nobody was thinking about making millions off of fucking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I could understand that happening to Missy. I can't understand it happening to Cardinal. I can't understand it happening to Socrates, who are from a next level of understanding the business.
Yes.
You understand? So when they sign up for SoCan, you understand?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Socrates has his own production company. So he's signing up youths. Yes. Because I know that what's my girl that sang the first hook on the Drake thing? She's Scotia from Rexdale. Angina Mills. She was under Mills. Was under Socrates production company for how long? Yeah. Right? And like everybody under his shit their business is proper. Nobody.
To add to that, I just want to say this. I heard this from someone who's actually an active person on the radio. Let me say this. Okay, a reggae artist. He told me this. I may not, and I said this a couple times. He said, I may not be a millionaire or making hundreds of thousands of dollars, but this man's song plays night and day, every day. He says at the end of the year, about this time coming, October, he gets a check. He gets a check. The amount maybe might be like someone work the whole year, minimum wage job, or a little bit more than that, $40,000, $50,000.
That's fucking disgusting. Yo, you know what? Man, I will hurt somebody now.
And he's not the biggest artist on the radio from here. I'm just gonna say he's not the biggest. I worked with this guy when he just, he had to do some normal 9 to 5 for a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. But this guy's not lying, man. He's on the radio all the time. We talked about SoCan. So unless you have somebody, instead of calling their name, talk the stories and just calling their name. Yeah,
I understand, because sometimes people like to name drop, and we know, like I know Missy Me. I could call her and be like, yo, is this guy factual? But you know what I'm saying? Like most times they say shit because they think you're not ever gonna buck Missy Me and then be like, yo, you know that guy? Is that true? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And there's a difference too. You already know what we do. A lot of people are online and they stick in one room, they don't go nowhere.
How about this?
Yeah.
Sorry. How about this? You see the guy that was talking? Do you know him? You know him from nowhere?
No. I don't know him.
You don't know him from nowhere?
Nowhere.
Yo, listen. Stop it. If I don't know you from nowhere, bro, and like you're talking like you've been in the industry and you've been doing this for people, like nobody knows you, bro. And not to say that.
Do you even go out? Do you go out to, like, you claim, this is not just him. A lot of people claim they talk. And Frost, when you had an event, we came out, right? We come out to see the artist. If it's you or Freddie or whoever, we come out and see the artist besides the interview and on our platform. We go out, my brother does videos and meets artists and talks to them in the flesh, people who are in the business. So we're not making shit up. I just want to state that here. We don't make shit up and just look online on stories and the cut and paste. You know what I call it, the cut and paste site? You just take info. I could do that too. I recently been doing that, but I don't like doing that. You could take info from anywhere.
That's when you have a gap in your content. Then you start feeling. Yeah. But it shouldn't be for long. You know what I'm saying? It's like reset.
No. But I can afford to do that because I put in work. I've been doing these lives and all them stuff. So if I want to find some info for people and cut, but some people it's just all of that. They just cut and paste and put shit.
That's all they do. You never see them ever. You never hear their voice ever.
If you don't see the person, how much could you trust them?
Because you hiding.
How much could he
You
trust
hiding.
them? And some people, I'll say this is the social media game. They go on tough online. They're tough. But when you see them, and you know this, Frost, they're nothing like that.
Yo, if you ever hear my verse on the Governor's song, starting it. That's what my verse is about. These niggas talking sickos on the internet. And then when you buck them up, you're like, oh, yo, dog, that was just for the gram. Yo, sorry, man. Yo, shit. I didn't mean no disrespect, bro. It's just entertainment.
And you know what? I don't promote this. I'm not saying to promote violence or anything like that. But you as a man, right? If someone has an issue with you and then you see them, are you hiding? Like me. People think it's hiding. Yo, let me tell you something. This is not just the net. I'm not running from nobody. You get what I mean?
Like,
I'm out there, outside. We really outside. If there's an event worthy to go to, we go outside. You get what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people just talking on this because they're safe and shit like that. But for example, now you say that they banned you. You see this IG shit? It's not just IG. A lot of the social media in the last the last 2 years more, they coming down on the so-called freedom of speech. Any little thing you say against the system, they'll block you, shadow ban you. The list goes on. The list keeps going on. So that's why you see certain people now.
It's like, but you know what? Isn't it coming like social media is, each social media application is like their own communist country where you can come in here, but it like, and that's what I'm saying. That's the beginning. Once the internet starts taking away everything on the internet is going to be a global understanding, a global best practices.
Yep.
You understand? And that's going to leak through to, because it's like the culture of the internet has already leaked into everybody's culture. Like there's no accents no more. There's no Toronto accent. There's no Michigan accent. It's an IG accent. Everybody says the words from IG. Nobody has a lingo for their neighborhood or their area anymore. It's IG. It's giving this. It's giving that. It's like, shut the fuck up. Fucking giving.
It's very crazy, man. Like, you can't say nothing. You really can't say nothing. Especially, that's why I said, and I'm going to mark this, because you know about this, the conscious society, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk on this side. Do you notice 5 years, okay, about 5-6 years ago, it used to be big on Facebook. A lot, you would see the Moors, you see the Black Panthers, anybody who was trying to enlighten people or give people info, they disappeared. Maybe they went underground. Either they went underground or they knew what was coming right now. Because I used to see lectures talking about our culture, trying to inform people. No more.
I'll tell you this much. When it comes to all that stuff, I think it was like multiple things. That, you know, they don't come one way. You know what I'm saying? Multiple they're called intersecting oppressions.
Yes.
Okay? So not only was it okay, so basically it's the people who are understanding. Hold on, I'm just trying to catch back my thought. I just lost my train of thought. Jog me again.
The conscious society and how when they used to be on the net talking and doing lectures, and that's gone now.
And they disappeared. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. So there's partly controversy within those people.
Yes.
So there's no black leaders, you know what I'm saying? And it don't take nothing to start a problem between black leaders. Nothing. You throw a stone in between the two of them standing up, and they'll argue about who threw the stone. You understand what I'm saying?
It's true. It's true.
First they divide and conquer, and then they like, you know, in court when the lawyers cross-examining, they gotta basically take away this witness's credibility. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that's what they've kind of done. A lot of those leaders have lost their credibility.
It's true.
From when they came up. So
I have to point that out, but I'm gonna ask you now. Just sorry to cut you off about this woman king, because this kind of relates to a lot of those groups.
I didn't watch it.
Woman King. I didn't watch it either, but just the name. We know about
you know what that is. This is how I get bad right here. This is how I get bad. I don't give a fuck at all. Listen, it's female. It's the divide and conquer about the male and female, and what they've done is they've captured the black woman's psyche and her dreams of being a fucking king. You can only be a queen, young lady. Period.
Yeah,
Woman king.
I'm gonna go straight up, no filter. You ready for this? Down to earth, how I'm gonna go deep. You ready for this?
Go.
Let me tell you, the woman king, right?
Yeah.
We know there's stories of Queen of Sheba in Ethiopia and Africa and many other queens. So now, because we want to be whatever socially direct or whatever they put out, because you see the washrooms how they do it now. You're gonna have to call the lady woman and put it with a king.
Maybe she was a stud. Maybe she was a stud. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
But you see what
shout out on my stud.
But you see what I'm doing, like with black culture now, because I'll be straight up. I'm not gonna name no names, right? I never said it wasn't around before, but I noticed the big increase in the black women who want to be kings fully.
Yeah.
It's popularized. So they want
to especially listen, I see young people. I see a lot of young people, like kids in grade 8 and high school right now. A lot of black females like that. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm not like, I'm the type of person, like, I'm not gonna shun it in because I don't want that rebellion vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just pretend I don't see it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So because the kids are developing. You know what I'm saying? If you push them into that group where they can do that, because if you alienate them, they're gonna find a group that's gonna accept them.
Yes.
Once you accept them, and your child knows that this is our culture, this is our thing, this is what we do. If you choose to go over there, you're no longer a part of our culture. It's gotta have everything.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's a different thing.
Gotta have your cake and eat it too.
It's a different thing. I'm just saying, it's like even the gang culture, no different. The influence how in certain situations, but it's an influence. People want to make it like it's like natural. No, it's an influence. It's something what is taught or it's influenced from something, right? Like
or influenced or pressured.
Yeah, when you're born, you see when you're born in the physical, right? You're born outside in the physical. People see your physical. No one knows when you grow up if you're going to be evil, what they call evil or good, bad or good. No one knows that. It's the same thing. No one knows if your attractions. That's what they want to say. But let me rewind. Human nature in the physical shows that the attraction are the opposite. Are the opposite sex in the physical. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't that, everybody would look the same, right? You see what I mean? If it wasn't that, everybody would be one thing. There wouldn't be two things. So, see how I put it like that? People should understand. If you want to be with the same as yourself, right? There's no use for the other, because there's no use for creation.
But then
there's no use.
Then
for
you
creation.
get into they're playing with creation because it's not appreciated. And you got to understand, we're in a time right now where it's good versus evil. It's no more white, black countries, but it's good versus evil.
Yeah, it's good.
Are you righteous, or are you doing all kind of evil to get that paper? Go ahead, get rich. Get rich.
Yo, now that you say that, I'm gonna throw it to another subject quick. What do you think the outcome was for the Rolling Loud Festival that Toronto finally got spotlight more with this American thing?
Listen to me. Toronto what Rolling Loud did was the fucking nothing, bro. I mean, some artists got paid, but it's fucking on to the next one. Like the artists that got paid and got exposure, it's up to them now to use that buzz and galang continue upward and upward. You understand?
No excuse.
But Rolling Loud, remember when Kingston Festival was mash up and Rolling Loud was like, "Don't worry, Toronto, we got you."
I got that. Yeah, dude, that was a diss.
Right?
That was a diss.
Yeah.
And guess who they got? See who they got? See who they took? Rolling Loud?
Who they took? What do you mean?
Shensia performed.
Oh, okay. I mean, so what? Shensia's here every fucking other month, bro.
No, but
the
no,
fuck?
what I'm saying is, no, do you see what they done though? Right?
What did they do?
Is controversy. She was at Kingston Fest, and that was messed up. And she
they brought her back so she could perform good for the people. Then, but obviously the same people that got Kingston Fest never got Rolling Loud. You know, the crowd.
But you see what I'm saying though. What you just said, that's the answer. What you're saying, like kind of in that convo, what you just said there. They said that online, and then she was part of it. I didn't know she was going to be part of it until near the start of the fest. It was like,
but it don't even matter. Listen, really, what we have there is some white boys with daddy's money and some grant money, and their dad's aunts and people sit on the board of the places that they got the grants from, and then they got Charlie B with them, right? And then so now we're all really, this is just like the remix project and fucking you know them remix guys and T-Rex. You feel me? It's a whole bunch of white boys with connections and politics, and then they get a black guy. You know what I'm saying?
Because they said this is the biggest hip hop festival ever. I'll be honest. I knew about Rolling Loud maybe 2 years ago, but this is the biggest hip hop festival. They calling it hip hop, our culture now.
I mean, it is hip hop. It started off with hip hop as a hip hop festival. You know what I'm saying? And Rolling Loud's been in LA for fucking years. Like I remember Rolling Loud wanting to go to Rolling Loud in like the year 2000.
So and now and that's how it grew. But who was running? The same people, right?
No, the fuck. Listen, these guys. It's like a franchise. They franchised out Rolling Loud. They like the guys who are running Rolling Loud, like they're from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, Charlie B's from here.
No, the other two,
I don't know. They're white boys. Like, where do white boys really need to be from?
No. One's white and one's, I think, correct me, from either Indian or Middle Eastern.
Oh, Arab? I mean, they all look like Drake these days. So how do I know what fucking Arab guy looks like? You know what I'm saying?
Either way, it's not run by anybody who resembles me and you.
No, Charlie B is the closest, and you know, come on, Charlie B probably mad at every nigga that getting girls when he was in high school, and she's like, "Nah, I got you niggas, fuck you niggas, Moolah, you're off."
So what do you think is that? You think is that?
You know, listen, I'm probably just. It's probably obviously more than that, but like, I mean, you know, there's guys that get in position. You know, when hard work beats talent, because talent was smoking weed and fucking gal and trying to be a bad man, right? When talent was doing that, and then the guy who works hard came up and got his position and da-da-da. That guy who works hard, he's some of those hard-working guys, they resent the talent guys. They resent them like, you fucking had all that talent and you didn't do shit with it. And I'm here fucking doing 20,000 push-ups a day and I can't get no muscles. You know what I'm saying? They resent a talent having motherfucker, and then they fucking get them later on. Like, yeah, I'm on the board of this. You know, like, no, don't give him that grant. Don't put him on that show.
That's the gatekeepers.
Come on. Charlie B's a gatekeeper now. Charlie B's a gatekeeper now.
Oh, shit.
And yo, there's gatekeepers that used to be gatekeepers, and they kept the gate wrong. They lock out some bad big artists, you see me? And when somebody else busts the gate around the next side, and that artist got to the top of that house, they're like, yo, that guy didn't even let me in. And everybody cuts that guy out. So now that guy who was gatekeeping.
So what you just said there, I know who the gatekeepers are now. There's more
Of
than
course.
them. I know who they are. As soon as you point that out, I know the next one, the other one. The other one who had one of the main artists there. So them two together.
They had one of the main artists where at Rolling Loud.
One of the Toronto artists. I want you to guess. I'm gonna leave it as a mystery.
Just yes.
Them two together. You'll figure it out. I don't want to say it. One of the main Toronto artists that the person was with.
Okay, let me just ask this. If I guess, am I gonna be like, I couldn't believe it?
Yeah. No, you'll believe it probably. You'll believe it.
Yo, I seen press up fucking crowd surfing, dog. I said, yo, listen. That crowd surfing was reparations. You know what I'm saying? That feeling that a man get jumping into the crowd. But
yeah,
they didn't hold him up. Press was not heavy. I was like, this guy jumped in the crowd and fell to the ground and went to the ground quick. Like, yo.
You probably let him go.
Yeah, dog. They're like, yo, you're not John Bon Jovi. We only do this for John Bon Jovi.
So what me and you just mentioned, I'm telling you, you're going to figure it out after. You just said there's the new gatekeepers and I know who they are. And if you ain't nice to them, you ain't getting through.
But this is what happened. This is why I said, you can always jump a gatekeeper. You just need money. Spend your money right. You don't need no fucking gatekeeper. It's the internet.
And you know what? That's what Hula's doing right now. He don't need no gate. He's using his what he got to jump over that gate. He's using what he got.
You need marketing money. You need marketing money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he can do all the gimmicky shit he wants. You need money to market your fucking music. Period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All that extra stuff is extra stuff. You need money to market.
He probably has the money compared to a lot of the Toronto artists, the other ones. That's why he's talking.
Like who's he competing with? Is he competing with Toronto artists? Or is he trying to get a fucking Grammy? Well, you got to think about what you're doing.
That's what some of the thinking is still. They're competing with each other still.
Why? Why are you competing with Toronto, man?
No, but
you know what I'm saying?
No, in a way, he's saying the opposite. He says, yo, none of you are on my level. That's what he says. None of you are on my level. He has no time for them. That's how he's putting it. That's how he's stating it.
Stop. Listen, if no one was on his level, first of all, there would have been a call to Charlie B, and Charlie B would have called him back and said, yo, man, I'm sorry, man. You're on, dog. You know, don't do it. Right? Second of all, and you know what? That call probably came from them other side. Said, don't put him on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a lot of controversy. And me personally, I'm just getting my popcorn. Because me not involved with none of them people, yeah. Competition with who? Competition with who? Compete with them.
You should think bigger than that, though. You don't want to think about competition. You want to think about what you're doing for yourself.
I'm competing with myself.
Yeah.
I'm my biggest enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as I work on myself and make myself better at the things that I need to do, like there's no competition for me. You know? Even when I start dropping music. You know what I mean? When I start dropping music, it's not gonna be in competition with nobody in Canada.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm competing with once I step out, it's into the world market.
That's how you should be thinking.
And I would rather people from Toronto be on my team, because I'm not planning to be here doing anything. I'm planning to go to Africa, Europe, Asia. And when I'm out there, I wouldn't mind having some fucking fellow Canadians with me. Black Canadians that know my culture, my lingo, and we can fucking build this shit. You know what I'm saying? Spread our vibe around the world.
But you're saying it right. You're saying it right. You need a team, though. You see where you get there? A lot of people think you don't need a team, but all these people who are mostly successful, if you check it, the blueprint, they all have somebody with them. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right.
I used to think that you could do it by myself. No, you can't. You need a team. That's part of the key. That's part of the keys. That's part of the get through some of the doors. People got to see other people interested in you, not just yourself. being, you get what I mean? Like another
Well,
voice.
well, look at music videos. You know, the best music videos are the ones. Excuse me. The best music videos are the ones with bare people in them. The more people you got in your video, the more lit it's gonna look.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because it shows how much support you have.
That's probably one reason behind the madness of having all those people in the video. It shows, it's kind of showing the support you got. Yeah, it's true.
And it's why artists are always cussing everybody who didn't show up to their video shoot, because now you basically showed the world you don't support me.
You're right.
Oh, where's your friend? Where's your friend Jay? He's not in the video. Where's that girl that said she loves you? She's not in the video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to lie to them. It was a script. We had a plan. No, they was. You know?
Yeah. People don't think of that.
In the stairwell.
It's true. The more people, that's why Mula has a lot of people in his video. If you check it all the time.
Support.
Yeah, it shows support, and they're not just sitting in the video; they're moving in the video. Someone's moving up in the video.
You know what would help Mula? You know what would help Mula? Support, showing support from more than just town people. You understand? If he put if he had like not even somebody from Driftwood, but like somebody from Finch area. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're connecting over here, bang bang, like, you know, do a track with some. That's the next thing is like the polys are too criminally connected. You understand? That's why, and this is what I'm trying to say about that whole idea. The only reason that I feel Pressa got taken off was because I'm sorry, that Mula. The only reason Mula got taken off was because Pressa is so big. If Pressa wasn't that big, Mula wasn't going nowhere. But it was everybody's trying to move like Jay-Z, like, yo, if he's on it, I'm not going on it.
Yeah.
If he's on it, I'm gonna tell these artists that I fuck with not to fuck with you. Yeah. And then promoters and the thing, they get, okay, let me weigh who's coming for Pressa and who's coming for Mula. You understand? Yeah. But at the same time, it's like we see that you guys are very easily controlled, right? So if you're controlled by that was more of an industry move than a bad up move, you know? So I don't know.
But not just him. There's maybe 2 or 3 others, because remember, he done an interview, and I think it was from that interview, of all those names what he dropped, what was the influence for this to be the decision?
Hold on, Mula drop names or Pressa drop names?
It was Mula. He done an interview. You'll guess who. And because he said all these names when he was doing his podcast tour, right? He didn't come on Down to Earth, but when he done this interview, all those names, Charlie B.
Yeah, he said Charlie B. I remember.
And
he
said even Cardi, because Cardi is powerful too.
Yeah. You're gonna come see me. Come see me.
Because of that, those are the people who have the power and pull and influence to tell with Charlie B to do that.
And you know what? And they can't defaz him and they can't beat him up. So guess what? You're off the show, buddy.
Yeah.
And talk about me one more time, nigga. Say my name one more time.
It was those interviews. Trust me, it was all those interviews.
And I'm telling you, I'll tell you right now, this new world order, I'm calling it Revenge of the Nerds. You know what I'm saying? Because it's those nerdy guys who was too scared to be cool in high school, and they stayed in their class, they did all their homework, they're good boys and girls, and now those ones are the ones in positions of power. You know what I'm saying? So if you weren't like me, I'm good still, because I was that nigga. Like, leave him alone, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you, leave that nigga alone. He doing my homework. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got nerds that still love me. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? We're saying they took him off the show. I think that was part of it, and not just that. I think it was he was going on this campaign, and all these platforms saying the same thing, repeating it. So it wasn't just one time and then say, okay, he said it once. He said it 2 times or 3 times.
Like,
All the
but at the
different.
same time, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, like Charlie B, I don't know him from nowhere. Maybe I hired him
Me
a
too.
1-2 time. You
Me
know what I'm
too.
saying? But I don't know him like that. So I can't say what his attitude is or whatever, but I know that Mula First is an artist and that was his marketing. That was his gimmick. Like the fact that like now we have a beef. Now we have a real, if that's me, now we have a real beef because that was business, music business, and you fucking
Yeah.
cut my business off.
Screwed up his business.
Yeah, because you felt some ways in your feelings because you didn't like how my gimmicks were going. It's entertainment, bro. Especially a man like Charlie B. You're not a gangster rapper. You're a DJ. What are you taking offense for?
Took
You
him off.
understand? But you just want to flex. You want to
Yeah.
flex. Okay,
Yeah.
flex. Flex. Because you know what? What happens if Charlie B has to like be scared to go out? You understand what I'm saying? It's Toronto, eh? This Toronto. It could get like LA like this. Year the gun like this. Plus all these little niggas on Fenty and sipping lean and shit. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. You better act right, Charlie Brown. Chill, stop it. Charlie Brown. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Brown was listening. Mula First was like, wah, 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 wah. Charlie B, right? Don't understand for Brown?
I just hope he's on. I wonder if he's going to be on next year. That's the thing.
Who?
That's the whole story. If Rolling Loud comes back, will he be on that?
Come on. You think you can get banned from something for 1 year and like unless he like goes to those same podcasts and says, Charlie B, I'm so sorry, man. You're the man. I'm ready to be a great artist to do whatever you want me to do.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Is he like your career's done if you do that, buddy? So, you know what I'm saying? Just find another avenue. Listen, there's other DJs in the city that do put it down like that. You know what I'm saying?
Put it this way. All I know, when he was on that campaign, he never was on the Down to Earth when that all happened to get him off of like influence in any way. Wasn't I invited him, and he knows
okay.
that. He
All
knows
right.
that.
So no. You know what happened though? You know what happened?
Avoid him.
He did to you the same thing that they did to him. Oh, I don't think you got enough followers to be on Rolling Out, bud.
That's what happened. See, Karma.
Oh, yeah.
He goes on all these other ones, but he does.
Karma's a motherfucker. Karma's a motherfucker.
No, but the thing about it, he done link me long time. He's a good youth. He linked me. I'm telling people. I don't say he linked me, but I don't know what he's waiting for with this campaign. What he's doing, it would have been better. I wouldn't be talking about none of that shit. I would have told him don't talk about any of that stuff. I would have influenced that.
But you would have been too late. He already been on the other ones. Tearing up the people that on the blogs, doc. Yo, because whatever was on IG of those interviews, I just saw that 1 minute clip. I never really researched. I'm doing where I got shit to do, you know. So I never really saw it. But I figured I knew what he was just saying. But like, you know.
Yeah. But not one person like advised like saying like, yo, Virgin, I would say maybe you should not even be. You don't have to say that. Let's talk about your music. Let's just talk about that and done. Nothing else. But anyways, yo.
Sometimes man's music is not. They don't have too much to say because their music is their music. Like talk about the music or just start rapping. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on freestyle then. Don't talk about your music. Because some of them, it's like they don't really have that understanding of the music. They just go to the studio and then their team takes care of the rest.
That's true. But yo,
yeah,
I'm gonna be out right now.
All right, brother.
We'll link up again.
Yeah.
And get down to earth.
Thursdays in the building. That man, the Cushman, was in the building. Yeah, man. Yeah. Some vibes, yo. Real talk.
Real talk. Respect.
Gang.
YouTube.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to go check it out.